guys, what's up? It's Cameron and you're watching Cameron Music TV, and I'm here with the review on the Soul Train Music Awards of 2018. So if you're new here, you already know what to do. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with all your friends, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Cameron Music TV. Comment down below as we move through this review on your thoughts about the award show. It was pretty good. It's probably the best one that I've seen in a while. So we're gonna move through it pretty fast. So let's go. Alright, so the show was hosted by Gina and Pam, better known as Tichina, Arnold, and Tisha Campbell. They were funny enough, got great chemistry. You guys know that they're from the show Martin, the old sitcom Martin. And so the theme this year was 90s themed. So it was right around, you know, our parents' age, or if they're 40 years old and up right now, they were living for last night, okay? And it was nothing but a great time. It was peace, love, and soul. And I was living just as well. Y'all know the Soul Train Awards, Soul Train Music Awards, you're sure to get the real singers, okay? All the people that they invite to do the tributes any other time or any other award show, these people come out and actually do their own songs because everyone knows that they're singers. They had I'll Be Sure up there, they had Faith Evans up there, they had Erykah Badu, they had John B. We had no, like, where you been? John B looked like he ain't aged at all, alright? And then Donnell Jones came out looking like Zorro. Carl Thomas came out. I mean, it was just so many of the oldies, and it's really not old, but the ones from the 90s that I was just like, oh yes, I remember these songs my mom used to play them when we was cleaning up. Now, I was born in '89, but you know, my mom was in her 20s during the 90s. And so on the red carpet show before, they had Amber Riley and Laz Alonso. I didn't understand why Amber Riley was a correspondent or interviewing people on the red carpet when she's a powerhouse herself. I tweeted that, like, why isn't she being interviewed? But anyway, that's besides the point. They had the little red carpet show. They had K. Michelle do the post show. She did great. I was shocked, okay, because you know, K. Michelle or Kimberly gives us a lot on other shows, but to see her as somebody, as a host of something, as the MC of something, I was like, okay, I'm not mad. She did really well. On during the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I had to catch the rerun, so I wasn't able to tweet live with everyone, but I was getting the tweets. I was getting a little jealous, but I had to watch both shows. You know, if I'm really gonna be into this reviewing thing, I gotta do it efficiently, right? So the show opens up with a dance number filled with comedy and dancing and singing and commentary by Tichina, Arnold, and Tisha Campbell, and they were doing great. Now, the one thing about Tisha Campbell that I noticed, and everything that I see her in nowadays, is just always so much like I never know. Feel like she's just trying to prove that she could still keep up. Like the hairstyle was like 5 different. The hairstyle was, I just didn't like it. It was like boxy, and it's kind of like that on Empire right now too. She got the shaved sides, and then it's filled with like crochet hair, crimped hair. I was telling my friend that, like, and every time we see her, I'm still here. Like it's just like, what are you, like, what is going on? Like, for her to be such a legend and her to be a part of so many different movies and shows back in the day, it's kind of like, what do you still have to prove? But anyway, you know, she's giving it to us. She's dancing hard, and you know, they were great throughout the show. They were really funny. Tichina Arnold, she looks so pretty to me. I don't know if it was the hair or the fact that she hasn't let herself go, or her rich skin. She just looked really good to me, and her comedy was effortless, so they did a great job. It really seemed like they were best friends for real, and that translated through the camera. Nothing seemed forced other than Tisha Campbell's dance moves. But so Brisha Webb comes out and she awards the Soul Train Certified Award to Lettucey. Some of the people in that category, I was just kind of confused. I was trying to figure out what the certified award even meant, because they had like Lenny Kravitz and like all these other people in the category, and I'm just like, what qualified you for this category? I don't know. But Lettucey, you know, we love Lettucey. She does a lot of the tributes. She's one of those people. She does a lot of the tributes, but like, it's like her own music, they don't invite her out too much. I mean, they're starting to now, but and starting to finally see her. But I found out about Lettucey like 2012, 2011, so, and she was already hot back then. So it's like, catch up. She's great. First performance I forgot to say was BBD. Now, everyone's saying that they're tired of Poison. I don't even know the first song that they performed, but Poison, you have got to admit that it's gonna get everyone on their feet. You know, that just reminds me of my childhood because my mom used to always play it. Everybody's dancing. It's just 90s. It screams 90s. And they were moving. I mean, high energy. You cannot tell Belle Biv DeVoe that they was 45, 50 years old. They was moving, and I guess it was Ronnie's birthday. You seen Shamari in the audience singing all her words. I said, okay, now we know who you are, because you know, before we probably assumed that was his wife, but now we know because we seen you on the other channel, you know. But they was moving, they was getting it, and the whole place was just jamming, and that's what that song does. So we can't be, I mean, I do get tired of Poison, but Poison gives what it gives. It's gonna be high energy because the Soul Train Awards always has that full orchestra, full band. So they got the lights going, they got all kind, I mean, dancers, they got the backup singers, they got the strings, they got the chimes, they got everything going on. They had a skit, Tichina, Arnold, and Tisha Campbell with some weed brownies, and Tichina partying all night, and it was cute enough, but you know, sometimes they can get a little corny, but you know, they always do the skits with the host every year. So one thing I did notice, a lot of the new R&B acts, Ella Mai, her, Daniel Caesar, a lot of them were not there. And I was sitting there thinking, like, all these people that aren't there to get their awards, is it because they're on tour? Why couldn't they work in LA or Vegas into their tour so that they could be there? You know, something like the Soul Train Awards, it's not gonna continue on if nobody's able to carry it on. You guys did this 90s theme. Now next, we cannot come back to this 90s theme. Y'all keep trying to bring the 90s back, but the thing about the 90s is, these millennials were not there. These millennials were still kids. So it's not gonna carry on too much. I mean, a lot of them claim to love, you know, a lot of the greats from the early 2000s, late 90s, and so they sample them over and over and over again. But you're gonna have to have new people to sample. The millennials are gonna have to create music, timeless music that we can sample 20 years from now. So with that being said, you guys have to come out to these Soul Train Music Awards so that we can relish in that, and so that we have something to look back on where our peers, our people, our music were present. And when I say R, that's a stretch because I'm 29. Tammy Roman comes out with two other people that's on that new series that's going to be airing on BET. I don't know, it looks corny as hell, but they presented the best new artist to Daniel Caesar, who, like I said, was not there. Jacquees comes out and he performs. I had never seen him perform at an award show, so I was kind of interested to see what he was going to do. Now, I know that he pretty much has one sound. I also know that he's very small. But to me, he did really well, and he had the backup singers, and they was doing like a whole little thing with the harmonies, and I was like, hold up now, it's looking like a group versus a versus a solo artist. But he did really well. Now he sang Bed and 2:30 in the morning. I don't know the song, but that's how he sounds. So he did pretty well, but I was, you know, everybody was waiting on him to sing Trip because apparently it's everywhere, his version. I can say that I was surprised, very surprised that he did well. So John B comes out, he performs a whole medley of all his songs, Where I Wanna Be and Man, Baby Girl, all that, cause when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, I feel so sad. He performed all that, okay? And the crowd was just eating it up, loving it. He looked good. You know, his voice is a whole lot richer now. It's more robust, operatic, giving me baritone. But John B was good. Donnell Jones, Donnell Jones came out next. And ooh, say what, say what, say what. You know that I like it, but ooh, girl, you know what's up. You know what I need. He came out, did his thing. And I always forget like how hot that song was, right? So we all just jamming. Had the nostalgic moment, Destiny's Child first single, No, 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 premiered on the Soul Train Awards. Didn't even know that. But Beyonce looks totally different, right? So they had that. The Soul Cypher, the moment we've all been waiting for. Y'all know I live for some good singing, riffs, runs, ad-libs. Luke James, that man right there, he can do no wrong. It's just effortless. You know, Queen Naija, I could sense some nerves. You know, it was hard for her to kind of get in. You know, when Luke was going back and forth with Kelly Price, it was like effortless. You know, he knew how to play back. He knew how to cat and mouse with her. He knew how to ad-lib with her. That is a singer. That is a singer, okay? Queen Naija, I don't know if she was nervous or if she didn't want to upstage or anything. I mean, but you cannot upstage Kelly Price because she's a whole lot, okay? But I don't know what her apprehension, like what was going on, but they had BJ the Chicago Kid, Queen Naija, Luke James, Kelly Price, and Erykah Badu on the 1s and 2s, okay? And it just was so good. It was just so good. Queen Naija was singing. Y'all know that she came from YouTube, so her grind is definitely respected. She had a channel with her boyfriend at the time, who then husband, or boyfriend, then baby daddy, then husband, and they had like a couples channel where they vlogged and they did like little challenges and stuff. And then she used to sing, but she never like got big on it because she was kind of shy, you know. And then she, you know, the whole cheating scandal was on YouTube and all the side chicks was coming out. So then she went off on her own and then she started singing. She started to get bigger. Now she's got this new guy. Now she's pregnant. Okay, you guys all caught up? That's her story. Luke James, you guys know, opens for Beyonce, so he's also on Star. Kelly Price is a legend within herself, but we all know that she has that bad attitude. I don't know if she still has it, but so it was just good. And BJ the Chicago Kid, I'm just now getting hip to him, but he sounded, I mean, just bomb. I was just screaming on my I was just tweeting. They was singing. Erykah Badu, you know, she did her thing. Keep saying Justine Skye. I probably should just Google her and figure out who she is, but I just don't know how she got so big and I have no clue who she is. She introduces Cautious Clay on the Coca-Cola stage to the left. You know, they have certain people on those stages, like Mally Music was on there at one time. Daniel Caesar was on there at one time. You know, they're on that stage, and usually the next year they're on the big stage, which is kind of the goal. So SZA comes out. I was confused why SZA wasn't performing. I mean, I know that the last time I heard of her, she was on vocal rest, but she comes out to introduce the Legend Award for Miss Erykah Badu. Now, Erykah Badu is a legend, you guys. Now, I can remember when she was taking off her clothes, walking down that street, and all those people was turning their head. That was legendary. I don't know if it was iconic. I don't know if it was something that we should have looked up to, but she definitely was herself. She definitely, I mean, you cannot say that she's not authentic, she's not unique. Look at what she had on. She had something in her mouth. Like, and she's so gracious, you know what I'm saying? Like, she knows that her talent, she knows her craft, she hones in on that. I seen Duran Bernard, her backup singer. Y'all know he came from YouTube and he has an effortless talent. So it's so good to see people just, you know, with these dreams. He had a dream of singing behind his favorite singer, and it happened. And so, you know, YouTube, don't get discouraged on this YouTube. You know, work at your craft, work at what you want to do. Jesus. Work at your craft, work at what you want to do. Look at Duran Bernard, look at Queen Naija. You can do it. And Queen Naija's pregnant. They just show like a whole montage of Erykah Badu's work. She's thanking everyone. Both of her grandmothers are 92 yesterday, or whenever this was filmed, and you know, her family and her fans, and you know, they shout out Kim Porter. They were doing that a lot, sending condolences to Puffy's family. Faith did it, she did it, Tichina, Arnold did it. So it was just nice to see, and the Soul Train Awards just felt like just family in the room. I'm not even part of it, I'm not even in the crowd, in crowd, but it just felt like family, you know what I'm saying? And she performs, like I said, Duran Bernard singing behind her. When she hit Tyrone, you know, and she kept saying shit, and I was like, they letting her say that? Are they just letting Erykah say that? But no, they was letting everybody say it, and I was like, well, the rules is changing on the cable. And an urban inspirational artist, didn't even know this was a genre, didn't even know that this was a category. Koryn Hawthorne, she comes out in this pleather leather skin tight bodysuit with some pink camo type of cargo pants and a tall boot heel. Now look, I didn't know who she was So I'm thinking, why isn't she on the Coca-Cola stage? But as soon as she started singing, I knew who she was, because my friend wears this song out. Won't he do it? Oh yes he will. I won't he do it? Oh yes he will. And you know, obviously the song has hype because of the words. Like, it's a catchy phrase that we all say, right? But I just couldn't figure out, like, she can obviously sing, like, down, but I couldn't figure out her outfit. I couldn't figure out the backup singers or dancers. I couldn't figure out what are we supposed to be getting from this? Are you trying to convert us or bring us to Christ? Are you trying to, like, what is going on? Urban inspirational, I don't know who created it. You need to go back to the drawing board, because if she's gonna be gospel, she could have parked and barked, hit us with some few snaps and boom boom boom, you know. And I know that it's dumb to put people or artists within a box, and that's probably what she was doing, trying to break down the barriers. But you can't put it all, like, she can't be that young either. I don't know. I have a new BET series coming out about Don Cornelius and how he started the Soul Train Awards. That'll air in February. And so the main character, he came out and presented the Best Album or Mixtape Award, and that went to her, who was also not present. Normani introduces Ari Lennox on the Coca-Cola stage, and yet again, I have not ever seen Ari Lennox, but she does have that new song Shea Butter on the Creed 2 soundtrack that I really, really like. So I am going to be giving her a listen. You know, I like her tone, but sometimes when it gets to like a little weird, I don't know if she's like a little weird, you know, with like the natural products. Like Erykah Badu can really take you to a different place, you know. You gotta listen to her music in a certain context. So I don't know if it's like that. I don't know if it's with the chakras and you gotta be high to listen to it. Like Jhené Aiko, there's only so much I can listen to of her. But I do recognize a unique talent there. So Ari Lennox, I don't know if she's on the same thing, or I don't know if she's gonna be my new favorite. So then Stevie J comes out and presents the Lady of Soul Award to his brand new wife, Faith Evans, who looks amazing, who sounds amazing, didn't miss a note, didn't miss a riff, didn't miss a run. I mean, sounded bomb, had all the old favorites. I remember the way you used to love me. I mean, and then Carl Thomas comes out and he was saying, he was trying to get all them runs and riffs in there, like, I'm here, baby, all 30 seconds, I'm here though. Okay, so it was so good to see all that, see all the love going on, all the singing going on, all the people in the audience up singing. You know, it just was a great time. But like I said, there weren't very many people there. A lot of the artists who won awards were not present. A lot of the artists who were nominated were not present. So yeah, I don't know, but I will say this is one of the better years as far as musically. I really did enjoy it. They hit the nail on the head with the 90s theme, because everybody loves the 90s theme right now. Tichina, Arnold, and Tisha Campbell, they closed the show out with the Soul Train line. So it was lovely, it was beautiful. I don't know how they're gonna top it next year, because like I said, you guys did the 90s, don't bring it back no more. Y'all swear y'all want these 90s back. Keep them where they at. Okay, let's move forward. So anyway, comment down below what you thought about the review. I'm gonna be reviewing Love and Hip Hop New York, at least for the first episode. So make sure you guys hop over to that next video, and I'll see you guys next time.